Scripts provide the dynamic elements necessary to make an interactive environment functional. While we will not be creating any scripts in this step, we will play with a couple of pre-made scripts to see how they can influence our scene. First, download the VTL workshop scripts file that we will import into our project. I'm going to go ahead and import those scripts now. We do not need the Unity VS folder from this project file. Alright, let's get those scripts moved into our scripts folder. Now we can see what the script is doing here when I select the script in the project folder. We've got a rotate object script and a translate object script. Let's go ahead and try putting the rotate object script on one of our objects in the scene. Let's put it on this here quad. I'm going to drag it on to the inspector tab as though it were a component. If I give the axis value a number and then playtest, now that object is rotating. Let's go ahead and play with a couple of the scripts in here and see what we can come up with. Most script names indicate what they do. There is a more accurate description available when the script is selected in the inspector by selecting it in the project tab. Each of the scripts has at least a couple of variables to experiment with the associated behavior. I'm going to tweak a couple of these variables to demonstrate what they do. Do not be afraid to get a little wild with some of these settings, as it is unlikely to break anything with these simple scripts. That, coupled with the fact that anytime you make changes during a playtest, when exiting the playtest, the changes will revert, meaning that if you want to make persistent changes to an object, you have to do it outside of the playtest. That bears repeating. To make persistent changes to an object, it must be done outside of the playtest, because while the simulation is running, most changes to components will revert after the simulation stops.